Achieve success with Wale Agboola.
Good day. You're welcome to Achieve Success. My name is Wale Agboola. Teaching on the workplace. Today I want to discuss with you what I title How to Resolve Internal Work Crisis. How to resolve internal work crisis. The first thing to resolve in resolving issues of your work or your workplace is the crisis within you, and the crisis between your real self or your ideal self, your real person and your ideal person. It's actually war identity crisis between your real self and your ideal person. And I want you to understand that if you don't resolve that issue, you discover that you'll not be able to resolve issues that has to do with your work or your workplace or your business. The first thing is that anything that you want to become is your ideal person. It's not your real person. And do you know why everybody struggles to identify with their ideal person? Is because the ideal person is colorful, the ideal person is better, the ideal person is glamorous, the ideal person is great and better than the real person. So people, including me in the past, don't want to really accept and identify with their real person, and we want to settle with an ideal person. And whenever you make up your mind to settle with your ideal person and you leave your real person to the back, you discover you discover that you begin to struggle, because it is your person that wants to become an ideal person and you have left the real person behind. So whatever you want to become, I want to become, I like to become, whatever that you want to become, that means that it is not the real you. So, and it is the real you that must become that person. So the first thing to do in a workplace or work pertaining to your work or your business is to resolve the crisis of your internal crisis, the internal work crisis. And the best way to resolve is to accept your real person. Who are you? Who are you? Not who you want to become. Who have you become? Who are you now? Who have you become? Who you have become is your real you. And when you have identified with your real you, okay, this is who I am, then you pick your real you, you improve on it, and you take it to the ideal person that you want to become. But leaving who you have become now behind, you are going nowhere, because it's actually you that you have become something now that is going somewhere. So that is, it actually causes struggle in workplace, it causes struggle in work, in people's work life. When you are not, you discover that you are not yourself. You are chasing who you are not, and there's something inside of you that is not fulfilled about what you are doing. You are doing business, you are making money truly, but you are not okay. It is because it is not you that is doing the business. It is the ideal you that is doing the business. The real you is ignored. The real you is not identified with, and the real you is the person that's supposed to change. So when anything change, now I want you to understand something. The real you today is who you have become with time. You are coming from somewhere to become who you are now. It's not as if your real you today was your ideal person yesterday. So you actually got to this point, either positive or negative. If you have gone bad, if your real you have gone bad, you actually came from somewhere to that point. Do you understand? Is that how you retrogress or you progress to the point? So you must identify with your real you, then pick your real you to the next level, which is your ideal person. You have to resolve this issue. Who are you? Accept who you are, then move from who you are to where you want to be. Don't ignore who you are. If you are actually a carpenter, accept that you are a carpenter. Then you move from being a carpenter to the billionaire or to the business person you want to become. Don't ignore the fact that you are somebody. And you did not just become that somebody, you came from somewhere to become that person. So you have to resolve that work crisis within you. Stop struggling with yourself. You are who you are. Yeah, you came there. So accept it. Then from there move forward. Over the time in my life, it took me time to accept the fact that I'm a pastor. I actually want to live who I want to become. I don't want to live who I am. But until I accepted the fact of being a pastor, in fact, sometimes I don't do things that has to do with pastoral. I don't quote scriptures. When I'm doing my things, I do it based on who I want to become. But I have to accept the fact that I'm a man of God. I'm a servant of God. So when I accepted that fact, then I started living from that point to remove myself to the ideal person. So I'll become whoever I want to become as a pastor. So I'll be a pastor, a coach, an entrepreneur. But I am first a pastor. I am not first an entrepreneur. I'm not first a coach. I am a pastor. I'm a shepherd. I'm a servant of God. So until I accepted that fact, the crisis within me did not stop. And I discovered that the more I fight that within me, the more I fight my success in the workplace. The more I fight whatever I do, so I struggle. Somebody, you are watching me, you are listening to me right now, you are also struggling with yourself. Don't struggle with yourself again. Accept. If you don't identify with yourself, who do you expect to identify with you? If you don't agree with yourself, who do you expect to agree with you? If you keep on ignoring yourself, don't you think people will ignore you? So accept who you are, because you became that, you got there. So from there, you now pick it to who you want to become. Stop fighting the battle that you cannot win. No, you can't win the battle against yourself. I want to repeat that. Stop fighting the battle that you can't win. The only thing you can do is to accept who you are and be yourself. And when you be yourself, from that point, you move yourself to the next person that you want to become. You cannot become somebody else when you have not become who you are. Whosoever you want to become, you first become yourself. Then you now take it to the next level. You can't become them. You can make yourself to become like them. So that is the best way to walk. And when you resolve that, you discover that you keep on succeeding in your place of work. And with these little words, I know I've been able to bless you and speak a word into your life. And I know your story is changing very soon. Your work story is changing very soon. You are changing that workplace because your real you is going to be at work. Till I come your way next time, I remain your success coach, Wale Agbola. Bye for now.
Achieve success with Wale Agbola. Watch the episodes on personal success, relationship success, career success and enterprise profit, leadership success on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, as he addresses critical issues affecting every aspect of human, social and spiritual development.